Yeah, here we are, man. We are here. I'm telling you, man, life be lifing, but you know what it is, what it is. Here we are back again, the JT Experience. I am DJ Poet JT, and we kick the show off tonight with that single, the first ever poetic track that I ever released, I Win by Poet JT myself. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, joining in, and it is an amazing night to be on the air again. City World Media, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out from my city to your world, man. So much going on in the world. I'm gonna tell you, man. I've been on this thing, man. My favorite basketball player of all time, Allen Iverson, released his new book last week and misunderstood, and I was one of the first to get it. And trust and believe, man, it take me no time to finish it. The one thing about when you writing your story is your story is going to always be full of, experiences and nothing can be told like when it is told from your perspective. So that's the thing, man. When we tell a story from our perspective, it's nothing like it. And it won't be anything like it because it's you. It's your being, your body, your everything. So if you haven't already got the book, whether it's audio or visual, please go get it. I encourage it. It is definitely a dope read, and I'm very thorough, satisfied in learning more about the person that I grew to love as a basketball person, and followed his career thoroughly. So we here, man. If somebody inspires you, you know what I'm saying, like that, it is not always going to be somebody that you can reach out and touch. People are gifted in several different ways, so it's you don't know how somebody can touch you in this life, and it's just one of those things that goes a certain way. Again, y'all, we're in award season. I'm nominated for Queen City Award. You can go to www.queencityawards.com/voting and vote for James S. Thompson for Author of the Year. I thoroughly appreciate it. You can vote daily all the way up till October the 27th. But again, man, what an incredible week, man. We got a lot going on in the world. RIP to the great neo soul artist D'Angelo. Um, it reminds you of why things go the way that they do. I mean, we don't know from one second to the next, which second we own and which one is going to be our very last one that we own. So I'm under motto, man, you got to live every moment like it's your first, your last, and your only. And so much of a legacy by a musical genius that we're left with for that time capsule to be able to continue to celebrate him. We all got our stories. And so we don't know somebody's journey. So I'm forever person about how that thing really goes. When it's all said and done, God decided to call me home. I believe that I would be in a sense of, I'm thankful for, this life and the things that happen, in life. Because you never know what life entails and what it's going to hold. But, very appreciative of, just, the experiences in life. I do very little complaining and a lot of thankfulness for, what life is, holds for me. And, again, being on City World Media here in the JT Experience, man, we getting it tonight. I mean, we got a pretty cool show for you. We're gonna get into some more music, but we're gonna get into some music by the poet JT. More music that is probably will be new to you, but old to me. We're gonna get into one of the tracks that I released recently, earlier in 2024. Let's get into the tribute to the great Allen Iverson. This one here is called The Crossover. You're tuned in to City World Media. I am DJ Poet JT. Many foes. None of them Joes. Hold up. Gotta remember, it's me against the world. aka that Bonnie and Clyde with my scooter. Best to believe this energy is infectious, contagious, and ageless. Reminded of the old soul, yet the grind, the mind, and what have you done for me lately? Doesn't and couldn't it coexist in my word? Nah, OJT running it up in a way that makes NXT, Raw, and SmackDown stand on business. In the wake of the beef, hip hop in the golden era like it's WrestleMania each and every week. Bet, to believe the main event, going always be clear. Remember I win, freedom reigns, and trick or treat, just to name a few. Trendsetter, authentic, yeah, always on point, always on the verge of the win. Pod 3, yup, that pull. Like my idol AI, can't stop around to the high in the sky, just wait for it. Boom, boom, vibe shit. Hold up. Make it anyway. Nobody seen it before. The people time and effect about to wreck your whole atmosphere. So no warning of others just a clear message. To do what you want to do 24/7 with mixed emotions. Here's the potion to keep it going. Now, how you like to feel? Do you feel like you heard it all before? Haha. Nah, this time just keep it going. Check, reverse, and rewind back to the time where beats and rules and the rhymes were just an act of introduction. To that, I now take my place in the road of honor and fade to black. Culture shock. You an uninvited guest. Get out, stay out. My box, my block. And fully controlled by me. And now be a witness to the test with no stress to spoken word skills. Poet. JT. In peace. Yeah, indeed. The crossover by myself, yours truly, the poet JT. Definitely a track that's near and dear to my heart. I had a great time putting that thing together. And it just, one of them things, man, when you get to writing and you in that creative space, it just goes, a whole nother level. So I'm definitely blessed, man, just to have the opportunity to do that. So always, a beautiful thing, man. Whenever you get an opportunity to do something of that nature, man, it's always cool to do that. Anytime you're creating or doing things that you don't always have an opportunity to do. And it's something about that creative space. It's something about when you're writing and you're doing the thing, man. It puts you in a whole nother hemisphere. And when I get in the creative space, man, it goes a whole nother level. It really does. And I'm thankful for, where that takes me when I, go into that level because it's always pretty cool, to do so. So it's I'm blessed because I know that a lot of people talk about writer's block and things of that nature. And that's something that I've never really experienced. Um, you know, usually when I get in that creative space, it's on and popping and it's moving. So I'm blessed just to, have that, that continued flow in creative space. So very blessed, man, to, have that. And, anytime, we're able to, do that, it's just, a thing. Now I'm looking for and have very special guests that I'm going to have on, from time to time. I get opportunity to have them on because they've rocked with me in different phases and we've done different things. And, it's one of those things that, I'm excited to say here live on air, on radio. I've been blessed to, have people that rock with me. And one of the people that has rocked with me all through this time has been my guy who's out there in the Ohio area. And that's my guy, Big Les. And Big Les, I'm going to bring you on. I'm live on the JT Experience, man. I wanted to bring you on the show, man, just to talk to you a little bit tonight. Big Les, you on the air with JT, man. How you doing? How you doing tonight, my brother? I had him on air, must have lost him, disconnected. But yeah, we it's cool, man. Anytime you have an opportunity to just be in the space that we're in and create and do events, which we have some real special ones, upcoming. All of our events that we have upcoming are those that, we continue to move the narrative and really pouring into the community and making these events those that's going to be impactful and just being able to pour back into our community and just making things um, where these events are just not, oh, we just come by for this particular season and that's it. No, man, we got to make these events um, ongoing and with impact that they look forward to the next time that we do events. I mean, it's just not a one and done type of thing. So it's the thing that I look forward to. Anytime in the area, we got one coming up in Chester, South Carolina. We're going to be at Hilarity this weekend, myself and Mr. Two Chops. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. And I ran across the track that I wanted to play for everybody, and it's by my guy Minister T Breeze, and it's called "Prayed Up." Hey, T Breeze, you gonna hurt the devil with this one? Yeah. You know he don't like it when we prayed up. That's right. We know the power of prayer. Let's go. Let's go pray. Let's get it. Prayed up. Everybody around me say prayed up. Everybody around here prayed up. In the city, in the hood, prayed up. Prayed up. Prayed up. Everybody around me say prayed up. In the office on the car, we prayed up. Even when we in the schools, we prayed up. Say prayed up. Woke up and already it's a good day. Don't know what to expect, but it's gonna be okay. Let me lace up these J's. Apple juice don't need no gum. Woke up in my right mind. That's what's up. That's what's up. How you want your breakfast a whole brand of Bible verse? A side of gospel rap and maybe a song from the homie Kurt. It's like a separate language that I speak fluent. Everything that I do, I got to put some prayer to it. Prayed up. Everybody around me say prayed up. Everybody around here prayed up. In the city, in the hood, prayed up. Stay prayed up. Let's go. Prayed up. Everybody around me say prayed up. Stay in the office on the car, we prayed up. Even when we in the school, we prayed up. Stay prayed up. Let's go. What you praying? What you praying? What you praying about? Everything. Jesus know what I'm talking about. He know all my struggles. He know all my fears. He be with me even when I'm in the shit tears. He ain't like them other folks. He won't talk about me. He can bring advice to me with my vision clouded. He never judged me for what I was. And if it weren't for him, I would know how to love. Prayed up. Everybody around me say prayed up. Everybody around here prayed up. In the city, in the hood, prayed up. We stay prayed up. Let's go. Prayed up. Everybody around me say prayed up. In the office on the car, we prayed up. Everywhere we in the school, we prayed up. We stay prayed up. What you praying? What you praying? What you praying about? Everything Jesus know what I'm talking about. What you praying? What you praying? What you praying about? Everything Jesus know what I'm talking about. What you praying? What you praying? What you praying about? Everything Jesus know what I'm talking about. What you praying? What you praying? What you praying about? Everything Jesus know what I'm talking about. That's my guy, Minister T Breeze, man, here on City World Media, the JT Experience, featuring Jamar Harris. Man, that was a dope song, man. My guy, Minister T Breeze, got a lot of music, man. A lot of music out here. He doing this thing, man, and I really appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? Always coming through, always doing dope events with him. That guy is a genius at what he does. And, and we get opportunity to get him on the show and talk and chop it up with him because he that guy. So we're gonna definitely reach and see if we have opportunity to talk to him about, because I know he got new stuff going on. I know he got several projects, got acting things that's coming up, plays that are coming up. So he's rehearsing and doing things, and you never know what music, he may have, upcoming. So it's just, everybody's working, man. Everybody is making things happen. And this is we're living in a world and society right now where, the movement is real. And, the movement takes us back to those creative spaces where you just want to run, man. You just want to get out here and make things happen. And when those things happen like that, man, it just, you got to keep the momentum going. I mean, you really, really have to keep the momentum going and keep and speaking on what it is, and flipping back to D'Angelo, the brother was gifted, like on so many different levels. It is amazing what kind of an impact when you look back on the catalog of music and you think about a lot of the music that we were listening to, and everything from Brown Sugar to Lady to a lot of the collaborations, even the song he has with Angie Stone. I mean, that's some classic stuff out here. And just thankful to have the opportunity to have that. Speaking of journeys and inspirations, we're going to get into this next track, man. We got by my boy Reggie Rock. Here is Destination here on City World Media. You are listening to the JT Experience. I am DJ Poet JT. Here we go. Let's go.
I only know one way to spend this time, to spend this time. Only one way to live this life, to live this, reaching my destination. One way to spend this time, to spend this time. Only one way to live this life, to live this, reaching my destination. Yeah, I spend time on the women, fashion in the cars, overlook my nutrition. You see the fat in my bars. Stepping out of faith, you know a brother be sharp. Letting no amount of money ruin this thing of ours. Nowhere to go but up. Turn down for what? So many offers on the table. Turn down for what? Hit and miss. We be lit. Loyalty. We don't switch. Ain't no half-hearted saint. Reaping full benefits. Yeah. He's faithful when we never are. They deny his deity cause they never are in position to get a blessing. And in this type of profession, they inherit many demons to become a star. I only know one way to spend this time, to spend this time. Only one way to live this life, to live this, reaching my destination. One way to spend this time, to spend this time. Only one way to live this life, to live this, reaching my destination. Pastor told me consecration over the booth, and I agree, but this double life suppressing my truth, cause the world be pulling on me while I minister too, but I'm infected by the people that I minister to. So in regard to my aspirations, to my thought patterns, safety ain't a concern, eliminating the barriers. I proclaim success on every path that I travel, perpetual gratitude, perplexity in the shadows. We afraid of what we don't understand. Surrender yourself if you're stable enough to stand. It's humanly impossible for you to make demands to a God who created everything that you have. I only know one way to spend this time, to spend this time. Only one way to live this life, to live this, reaching my destination. One way to spend this time, to spend this time. Only one way to live this life, to live this, reaching my destination. Yeah, not in control of other people's decisions. The mandate that's on my life is photogenic, attractive. It's gonna take time for me to get it, but my determination in you might be eccentric. Miss me with that drama, feed me that shopahara. Christian supply store, I'll be returning tomorrow. Lights upon the Ferris wheel, passengers around us. The narrow way is crazy, and this is the asylum. Yeah, holiness is that a topic anymore? Eyes in the red zone, my God, I wanna score. I fought you, God, cause I was tired of waiting. Now I'm truly ready to serve forevermore. I only know one way to spend this time, to spend
Destination by Reggie Rock, man, is another great inspirational track. I can already tell you, man. Like I said, this brother puts out great music and has a great message. And that's what's important, man, in this life. We really got to think about what we put out here, the message um, that we put out in the world, because you never know who is watching, who's paying attention to what we're doing, and you want to be mindful of, positivity over everything, faith over fear. And I get it. There's so many things going on in this world that it's easy to be in a mindset of being challenged. Um, there's so many things that happen on an everyday basis that will challenge where you are in your walk. And I'm just I'm thankful to have a platform to be able to talk a little bit about these things, because we want to be in the mindset that there's something greater than anything this on this earth, and that would be the steps of God. I would never deny God in no public platform ever, because he's been covering my life, my entire life. So, there's no way that I deny the grace and the mercy and how he has covered me. But I know that there's somebody out there that's watching tonight, that's been through something, that is going through something, that has masked through the storm and has been brought out of the storm. There's reasons why that has happened. You just got to remember, even in the toughest storms, there is a light that is upon you that will hold you, that will stand as a shield against all things. I know that we live in a very challenging world that's full of racism, and hate, and bigotry, and things that, we thought that we had been out of a season of, but we didn't understand just how much of a season of that we're actually in. When you talk about our youth, I couldn't imagine being a young person in this season, because there's so many distractions, for one, that can take you out. But there's so many youth that are beating the odds of these distractions, but we still got to be an encourager. We still got to, saying, push the envelope, to let them know that, what they're doing, the work is not in vain. The trouble and the challenges, the trials and the tribulations are not those things that, you think do to stop you, but it won't. You just got to have mustard seed faith to understand that in the midst of any kind of drama, there's something that is going to press us through. There's a God that's always got an olive branch out there for you that will give you what you need. On the strength of that, we're going to keep that conversation going, because I know there's somebody out there that needs that encouragement tonight, that needs that, man, I'm just, I don't know how I'm going to make it. I don't know where the next, food coming at. I don't know what the next dollar coming. I got bills on the table. Be encouraged tonight. Understand that this trouble don't last always. The weeping that may endure in the night, joy comes in the morning. On the strength of that, man, we're going to go to our God, Mr. Dark Eye. Here we go. Night Ride. God and ambition. Faith and determination, man. Pain plus reflection equals progress. I'm caught in between everything that I am. I can't wait to you understand. I tried to deny it, will crash in the end. Will crash in the end. Crash in the end. You beg me to go and beg me to stay. Cause nobody else that you feel in this way. Distracting yourself from the things that you hate. The things that you hate. Things that you hate. Where do we go from here? Reinvented and crafted.
Christ can't lose from here. No fear, unless it's Atlas that I gaze at, wondering what's among us. We're not alone, no one knows what the future holds. I hope it's my life in the hands of it. Looking back on my journey, my many accomplishments, astonishing. Artist, writer, producer, three flavors, the politics, super threat, there's your wages, and any one of them, and you could bet you invest with this promise and guaranteed victorious. I do know this, my beliefs that I own no lease. Take responsibility for everything that come out of my teeth. My word is born, cut the cord and let it breathe. Allow it to sink in. You've been waiting for this very moment. I seize it because it's golden. Can't change the world till we change ourselves. Get it back. So when love ain't found on the shelf, somebody ain't got it. Everybody trying to get it if I can. If I help them get a little bit closer to it. Go and get it. Never let nobody tell you that you can't make it happen. Do it bigger than you ever did. It's time for some action. I hate to see you winning. It's something I never understood. Really, I don't get it. But anyway, won't make it. Don't stop the show. Really came too far with a long ways to go. So why give it up now? We'll be oh so close. I can smell victory like it's cooking out next door. Knock, knock, can your boy get a plate and one for the road? This ain't nothing but food for the soul and a little something, something for you to eat on the go. I'm running a little late, but I'm here now. There's so much going on. Everything that I am, I can't wait to be you. Understand? I tried to deny it, we'll crash in the end. We'll crash in the end. Crash in the end. You beg me to go and beg me to stay. Cause nobody else that you feel in this way. Distracting yourself with the things that you hate. The things that you hate. Things that you hate. When the rain comes and the sun's gone, everything's dark. Can't really tell what's going on.
So we live, man. We live, and this how it goes. When we go on live radio, man, live radio happens. But anytime that we got special guests coming through the building, you know what I'm saying, we got to live it up for what it is. And we just played his music on air. And I believe we got Minister T Breeze on the line with us tonight. So I'm going to hit the phone lines to see if it's what it is. Minister T Breeze, you are live on the JT Experience. How you doing, my brother?
Good, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Wanted to pull you in, man. We were listening to a song by you called "Prayed Up," and I said, let me hit my brother up and see if he is around, man, so he can educate our audience on what some of this good music come from. So, "Prayed Up" is what we just got through listening to, and I just want to introduce you to our audience, man. So, tell our audience a little bit about you.
Oh man, MTB, Mr. T Breeze, man. Originally from Atlanta, Georgia, man, but representing Gastonia, North Carolina now, man. So, being in the gas house for a good little minute. And man, listen, all we do is just make positive, Christ-like music, but relatable music, just talking about things that we experience in life, things that I've been through. A lot of my testimony is in the music. So, like the song you guys just heard, "Pray It Up," man. It's what we do, man. We got to pray every single day, man. I need prayer. I need God to speak to me just to be able to get through the day. Don't matter if it's good, bad, big, small, don't matter what it is, man. Like we just need to be in communion with God. And so I've gotten through so many situations with prayer, and that's just the key, man, to doing anything godly.
No doubt, man. So let's go back, man. How did you first get touched with the gift, man? I mean, just the gift of the creative space and everything that God poured into your life, man. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Oh man, so yeah, man. As far as music goes, man, I've been in music pretty much my whole life, man. I've done everything from playing instruments, man, to being an engineer in the studio, being behind the scenes, DJing, all those great things. And so I started my music career early on as a teenager, and we were doing what we would call secular music. So we was talking about the girls and the money and all that great stuff. But when I really got serious with my walk with Christ, it was just I felt hypocritical to be living one way and then talking about something else. And so I had to make the transition and make sure I included what was very real to me. I had to include the God that I serve in my music, and that's where we are now with the Christian hip hop.
No doubt, man. So when we talk about that particular season in your life, what were some of the things that you learned as you embraced what God had for you? What are some of the lessons that came out of that helped mold you into the man that you are today?
Oh man, God is in everything. And so, a lot of times, people, if you haven't experienced God for yourself from the outside looking in, we think that, it's kind of like bondage. We think that, if I turn my life over to God. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't be a part of this, or I'm going to be isolated. I'm not in the in crowd or whatever the case may be. But man, God is just in everything that we do, and we're not missing anything. We're not lacking anything. In fact, we gain because not only do we still get to be a part of whatever your talents are, whatever your gifts are, but we get to do it for God, and He just adds more blessings onto it when we're doing it the right way.
No doubt, man. So some of the learning experiences as men I think shoulder a lot of stuff, man, that always don't get talked about. So in your opinion, man, what word would you have of wisdom for our men that's going through and then trying to walk, and sometimes we straddle a fine line just trying to get it together, man. So what would be some of your tips that you would pour back to our men that's out here listening tonight?
Oh man, it's still a learning experience for me as well. And so the thing that I would share that has been most beneficial to me is to link with other men who believe like you believe. It's one thing to have the faith, and it's one thing to be walking the walk, but everybody needs somebody. And a lot of times, women have that support system. They got sisters, they got moms, they got aunties, they got grandmothers. Women, they just naturally bond together. A lot of times, a man will oftentimes stand alone. And so you always gonna need a brother. You always gonna need some encouragement. You always gonna need, somebody to confide in. And it makes just all the difference when you have a godly brother that you can go to, talk to, vent to. We're stronger together. And so that's one of the things I learned and still learning how important it is to have brothers in the faith.
No doubt, man. Tell us how the meaning behind Two Miracles Entertainment and how you came to formulate all the things that fall up under that umbrella.
And Two Miracles Entertainment literally is a representation of my two beautiful children because they are two miracle babies that, were told by man that, they wouldn't be able to be born, they wouldn't be here. And so Two Miracles is actually represents my two youngest children who are miracles in a sense. And so Two Miracles Entertainment is just an umbrella for all the many talents that God has blessed me with the ability to be a Christian hip hop artist, an author, a DJ, an actor, motivational speaker, director, writer, so many other talents, man. So we just combine all those things under one umbrella of Two Miracles Entertainment.
Talk about you got an upcoming play. Tell us a little bit about the play and date and time on that.
All right, so coming this Saturday in Burlington, North Carolina, plays at 6 p.m. If you go to any of my social media, you can see the flyers that are up right now for all the advertising. I don't have the address off the top of the head, forgive me for that, but it's in Burlington, North Carolina, 6 p.m. this Saturday, and the play is called Get Right or Get Left. IMTB will be in the play, one of the lead roles. Actually, I'm doing some main character stuff. So y'all please come on out, check us out, Burlington, NC, 6 p.m. We'll be there with the play Get Right or Get Left.
How did you get interest in acting? Where that itch come from?
I mean, I've actually always kind of been interested in it, but actually I was actually working with my pastor, Pastor Pierre McElhaney at the time, who wrote a stage play. So I was just kind of really trying to help out. And he saw something in me and thought that I would be a great fit for one of the roles. And just tried it out, got really good at it, and just been going forward ever since. The favor of God has been there. So it's only been a few plays that I've actually auditioned for. Most of the time, it is from word of mouth. The favor of God. Somebody saw me in another production, and I was like, "Hey, man, you'll be great for this one." And then someone see me in another production, and I think you'll be great for this. And we just been rolling like that. That's just the favor of God.
No doubt, man, no doubt. So what on the music front, man? Any new music coming before the end of the year?
Oh man, we are pushing hard, but yes, we definitely got new music in the making. You know, we just pushing really hard. I usually try to drop something on my birthday, which is in the month of December. So we are really pushing, if nothing else, to try to have at least one of these hot singles out and ready for the people, definitely before the end of the year.
Speaking of tracks, we in the month of October, and I know you got a hot track. You know what I'm saying? With myself, I want to tell the people about our every October, man. We roll it out, but it's on all digital stream platforms. Tell them about our song "Trick or Treat."
Yes, sir, man. So we actually have a Christian theme music for the month of October, man, when everybody, gets caught up in the trick-or-treating, the Halloween, and all that type of stuff. We have a Christian perspective just on the things that are taking place, concerning this month from trick-or-treat with yours truly, MTB, and the homie poet JT is on the track, man. We got a whole vibe going with the Christian hip-hop and spoken word at the same time, man. So y'all definitely need to check that out.
Yeah, no doubt. It's available on all your digital platforms. Before I get you out of here, man, what's a word that you can leave with our youth that is tuned in tonight? Just something, man, that you might have in your spirit that we can shout out to our youth that's tuned in tonight.
I mean, don't be afraid to be different. I think every adult can testify to the fact that we all reached that point in life where we were trying to find a way to be one with each other and understand how to walk with Christ. But sometimes peer pressure get in the way. Just don't be afraid to be different, man. God is the majority. And I promise you, if you step out and trust God, you'll find people who will link and connect with you that love God as well.
No doubt, man. Again, it's my brother, Minister T Breeze, has came through and blessed the program tonight here on the JT Experience. We really appreciate you coming through. We're gonna throw on another one of your tracks as you exit the building. But we appreciate you, my brother, and we'll be in touch real soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Take care.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's my brother, Minister T Breeze, that came through. And we definitely a dope brother, man, deep brother. And anytime we got a word, man, we can talk to the youth and have those conversations. I mean, it's one of those things that's much needed. So definitely appreciate him stopping by the program tonight with a little word and a little message. And again, we got to stay encouraged. We got to stay on a positive tip. And on the strength of that, here on City World Media tonight on the JT Experience, um, we're going to give you another song from Minister T Breeze, and that's Different, featuring Chosen. You locked to City World Media. You on with DJ Poet JT.
I gotta have this one made up. ATL with another. It's hitting different all the way. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah! Don't care what you thought. Don't care what you say. It hits different when you know you say. Don't care what you thought. Don't care what you say. It hits different when you know you say. It hit different. It hit different. It hit different. Different. It hit different. It hit different. It hit different. It hit a little bit different, especially when you say that you got killer instinct. With a little bit of Mike Tyson and a little bit of Incredible Hulk, that 6'6". I like when super thick they walk in the room and you're like, oh God, when I hit. I like when you get busted in the head by big breakers, you ain't paying attention. Then I hit a little different, don't that feel a little different? For the good, I'm different. So why you acting different? It's because I got deliverance for the magnificent, now I got benefits. Hit a little different, don't it? And that's why you hating, homie. I don't care what you thought, I don't care what you say. It hit different when you know you say. I don't care what you thought, I don't care what you say. It hit different when you know you say. It hit different, it hit different, it hit different, different, it hit different, it hit different, it hit different. I'm the hope, but today I'm just day to day. Alabama. I'm too legit with a Falcons jersey, man. I'm MC Hammer. 12 watching me, got me on their body camera. But I'm watching them and got my phone on panorama. I be everywhere. I mean everywhere. I got work to do. I'm never in my pastor chair. I shame the devil like somebody seen his underwear. Covered in the blood like Under Armour. Got endorsements there. They don't like my music. What they talking about? I'm not lyrical enough. They say I'm too sound. It's that southern slang that helped the gospel come out. And I don't care what they say. I keep his praises all in my mouth. I don't care what you thought. I don't care what you say. It hit different when you know you say. I don't care what you thought. I don't care what you say. It hit different when you know you say. It hit different. It hit different. It hit different. Different. It hit different. It hit different. It hit different.
That's right, Mr. T Breeze with Different. If you don't know what it is, man, it's definitely different day, different season, different time. So we appreciate the music, the creative space that our artists get into, man. Again, we got a lot of great music, man. I mean, it comes from every which way, but we got a little bit of motivation. I want you to listen to this next intro. It comes from Reggie Rock again, Rock Bottom intro. Listen to the method and the message in this.
A friend of mine gave me some advice, and I forget the actual quote, but it basically said, embrace your life. It's pain, it's sorrow, it's adversity. And I think that one of the things you realize as you get older is there's going to be bad days, there's going to be dark days, but you got to embrace it because that pain is what makes you stronger. Success is not measured on the days when the sun shines. Success is measured on the dark, stormy, cloudy days. And if you can't absorb failure, you're never going to meet success.
One of the best things that could ever happen to anybody is hitting rock bottom. For a couple reasons. I mean, I've seen anybody that's ever done anything big in their lives, they will share with you about a moment of hitting rock bottom. The reason why rock bottom is very, very important is because it tells you nothing comes easy. You know, you yourself, when you hit rock bottom, you learn a lot about yourself when you hit rock bottom because you find out what you really are made up of.
That's why we love to invest in entrepreneurs in Shark Tank that have been battle tested. Failure is what makes you strong.
You make decisions and come out of things when you hit rock bottom and you start realizing this thing goes by like this, life goes by pretty quickly, and how you respond when you hit rock bottom will say a lot about your life.
If you don't learn how to master the breaking point, you may have many ventures, but you will not accrue massive success in any area because you have not mastered the breaking point. Every time life runs you to a breaking point, you will give up and quit. You will back away and run. You will say, this is too hard, this is too emotional, this is too stressful, and you will back away. You cannot be a champion until you have survived a breaking point.
Run! You should run because you shouldn't live in darkness. But if you keep on running, you're gonna see that light. In the beginning, it just looks like a little circle. That's when things start working out a little bit. You start to say, hey, I'm getting the hang of this. I'm getting some rewards from this. And as you keep going towards it, what happens to that little circle, right? It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You just keep running. And you start to feel the euphoria and the passion, the excitement associated with getting closer and closer and closer until it starts to absorb you.
Talk about motivation. You ain't achieved nothing in this life until you reach the breaking point. Until you're able to dig down deep and overcome. Meaning that no matter how hard those trials and tribulations get, there ain't nothing that you can't beat. There ain't nothing that you can't overcome. You know, you have to be in a mindset that, okay, no matter what comes at me, I can defeat it. I can come at it. I can make it, my footstool. We have to be intentional with the things that we do. The things that come at us are real things. I mean, literally, it's not going to be, something that you can run away from. I mean, eventually, man, there are going to be things in this life that are going to hit you directly in the mouth, and you got to stand, get up, bounce back, however you choose to do in order to get through, those times, because it's going to do something to you. We're going to take a second for a momentary break, 15 seconds, I would say.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl Kendra D from Life with Ken, the podcast show. You are now tuned into City World Media with DJ Poet JT on the JT Experience Show. Yep.
Big shout out to Kendra D. She got new content coming real soon. We look forward to that from her. Appreciate the shout out and the love from her. Again, she coming real soon, and we can't wait, what I'm saying, from the new stuff that she got, coming, man. So it's always, that creative space, man, is something special. And I promise you, the people that we got coming ain't gonna be nothing. We're gonna go to this new track of my guy, Mr. Stuff. It's called Down Here in the Woods. You rocking with us on City World Media. I'm telling you, the JT Experience. You rocking with DJ Poet JT. Let's go. We do this real country shit, y'all. Real country shit. Down here in the woods. Down here in the woods. We do this real country shit, y'all. Real country. Down here in the woods. Down here in the woods. See, we ride them four-wheelers. Yeah. And them horses too. Yeah. See, I'm heading to the trail ride. It's what we do. It's what we do. They like to party. And they like to dance. They like to have a good time with family and friends. And we're drinking that moonshine. It's 100 proof. Straight from the jug of the jar. It's what we do. It's what we do. We pass it on. And we getting it in. It's right tonight, y'all. It's the weekend. We do this real country shit, y'all. Down here in the woods. Down here in the woods. We do this real country shit, y'all. Down here in the woods. Down here in the woods. Now they got the big grills out with the barbecue. They smoking them hogs, y'all. Is what they do. Is what they do. Here come the ladies. In the Daisy Dukes. With the matching hats and shirts. And the cowgirl boots. And we're drinking that moonshine. It's 100 proof. Straight from the jug of the jar. It's what we do. It's what we do. We pass it on. And we getting it in. It's Saturday night, y'all. It's the weekend. We do this real country shit, y'all. Down here in the woods. Down here in the woods. We do this real country shit, y'all. Down here in the woods. What we do here in the woods. Dallas, Texas. Arkansas. Louisiana. Tennessee. Florida. Virginia. Kentucky. Georgia. Alabama. Mississippi. South Carolina. North Carolina. We do this real country shit, y'all. Y'all know what we do. Hey, what we do? We do this real country shit, y'all. In the woods. Mr. Stuff in the building, man, with that new track, Down Here in the Woods. Again, man, believe in people that are putting in the work and doing their thing if they're creating the music, man, it's only right that we play it here on the JT Experience. And no artist put in a lot of work, man, to make sure that their track is one of those tracks that can be listened to, and I don't take that for granted. I really take word is born on that to know it's one of those things, and I'm just blessed, man, to to know um, to know people and know people that really are doing their thing. I really am blessed. Um, and to know people all over the country, man, and to be able to create and dive into a lot of different topics, here on the JT Experience. We're gonna talk current events, we're gonna talk entertainment, we're gonna talk music, we're gonna talk social events. I mean, um, it's a lot of things that we can get into, man. I'm really a real advocate for you know um just our people, man, and taking care of one another and showing love, and doing the doing the things that is meant to do. I'd be remiss if I don't mention seaofthings.com, Health is Wealth group on Facebook, Toya brand on Facebook. Reach out, tap in to the group. She has the wealth and wellness and resources and ways to take care of yourself. I mean, because man, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of things that's trying to attack our bodies. And when you talk about health, the wealth of wellness and knowledge and taking care of yourself. If you tap into seeofthings.com, that's a start. And if you delve into the information and really get into and do your research and see all of the things that are laid out, Miss Toya Brand can help you get a brand new leash on life and really get your health, under control. And it's really important with all the things, with cancer, stroke, heart attack, things that are really attacking us, what I'm saying, as human beings. It's nothing, and it's very important to be educated and get educated on what it actually take, to get in a better place health wise, and to be able to be, vibrant health, because a lot of people are struggling, in those areas, and it's better when we're in a better place, not to be in so much of a struggle. So again, tap into that group, or follow, Latoya Brand, and get more information. We're definitely going to advocate for that. I'm one of the clients I've tapped in. It's a lot of research and information that you can get just by reaching out. So definitely do that. And a lot of times that's all it takes to take those steps, to get checked out. Make sure that your numbers are where they need to be. Make sure that your health is in a good space, because as you get older, those things begin to tell a little bit more as far as our timing. And we're not 20 years ago, we 20 years later. So if you know what that is and know what that feel like, it's a whole nother thing. Here, we're going to get into some more new music and going on the thing of hope and wellness and checking out. Let's get into some more music from my guy, Mr. Dark Eye, featuring Kimberly Latoya. Here's Hope Season.
What up? How y'all feel? What a beautiful day it is. It's Hope Season. Time for you to be set free. to be set free. When let me into that box you call a brain, you can't seem to think outside of. Your love is words that you live by. Fair to realize it's the same phrase you die by. Days seem to fly by the older I evolve. I learn to let go of problems that I can't solve. And try to seize the moment, something worth getting my hands on. Breathe it for the moment, but what if tomorrow never comes? My to-do list is far from being done, so I'ma get close as I can today. And if I'm blessed to be away, when the sun rises on the means, I got the opportunity to complete what I didn't achieve yesterday. When times need a heart, I pray. The only weapon I know that can prosper and to get me through these situations that I'm tired of. And I know it's only gonna get harder the closer I get to the Father. Cause that's who these demons be trying to keep me from. They gon' hate you for whatever you do, especially when they see something in you that they wanna be. Instead of making it happen, using your grind for an inspiration. When you grow up, they were rather deflated. Like I'm the reason for your position. Despite challenges, I still hope that you make it. And I'ma keep it moving. Just let me know when you're doing the same, and I support it, cause I got nothing but love for you.
Don't let go, keep going on. Get high and keep moving on. When the hedge of yesterday is gone. Don't you know it's hope?
The lies we tell ourselves introduces us to evil. If you can't see yourself for who you are, look deeper. A mere suggestion, I ain't getting in your business, cause I am not the answer. I'm far from it, I'm just having a conversation with you. Neither can I determine if anything I'm saying sheds some light on you. We all got a story to tell, homie, and even if yours is painted in blood, that don't mean that you're worst off. First off, let go of that pain that you're holding on. I don't know what they did to you, but it's time to move on. The bricks in that bag ain't good for your backbone. This is toting around while you afraid. Put it down. Easier said than done. Says who? No matter the language, you still pronouncing an excuse. No need for that stone to break it down for you. Victory is better owned and celebrated by those who ride for you. And when the smoke clears, all will be revealed. Some will still be there, others will disappear. Just let them go, but be careful not to push your faith in the remaining circle, because they can still desert you.
Mr. Talk God feature Kimberly Latoya, Hope Season. Again, man, I appreciate everybody tuned in and everybody's going to tune in. Each and every Thursday, it's a brand new episode of the JT Experience here on City World Media. We hope that everybody has a super blessed week. A lot of things upcoming. Catch us at Hilarity this Saturday, October the 18th, Chester, South Carolina, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We'll be live and direct, myself and Mr. Two Chops. And again, brand new episode coming next Thursday, and each and every Thursday of the JT Experience here on City World Media. We appreciate everybody tuned in. Now, from my city to your world, I'm DJ Poet JT. We out. Peace. God bless.